everybody, Livingston here. Today we're jumping into the Twilight Zone once again, and this time it's episode 20, Elegy. Came out February 18th, 1960. Another episode I haven't seen, and stick around to the very end of the episode because we're going to go through some trivia that pertains to the episode we just watched.
An area which we call the Twilight Zone.
Tilt down. Oh, yeah. A rocket. It looks like it's landing.
The time is the day after tomorrow.
Oh.
The place, a far corner of the universe. They're looking for home.
Home. They're lost, huh?
And in a moment, they'll find home. But a strange, unexplainable experience.
Fun.
We're hitting atmosphere. This may be it. It better be. We're about out of fuel.
Thank God we found home. Yeah, the controls all automated.
20.95 parts oxygen. That's air.
Yeah, it is.
Gravity. Unit 1.
Nice.
Conditions identical to Earth, and yet we're 655 million miles away from Earth.
It's a big universe. I'm sure there's duplicate worlds out there.
We're not going anywhere now. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay. Beautiful.
655 million miles.
Well, how'd this farm get here? And the dog that doesn't move.
No? Well, what do you call that? A Martian? Here, boy. Come on.
He stopped moving. I think he's stuffed.
Well, anyway, look at those trees. It's got to be Earth. Well, what do you call that?
A tractor? Can I give it?
It's called a tractor. They were in use on Earth during the 20th century, before the Total War.
Total War.
We're on Earth 200 years ago.
So this is the 22nd century?
Except that to my knowledge,
That's where they're
Earth has
from.
never had more than one sun.
This is true.
What I'm certain of is that we're not on Earth.
We're not alone.
What do they look like? Are they aliens? Or are they farmer? No, just a farmer.
My name is Weber.
Like the barbecue? Well,
What's the matter with him?
he's kind of still.
Seems to be in some sort of a trance.
Hey, look, there's somebody. Hey, mister! Mister!
He's not moving either.
How they biting? Mister?
That was a freeze frame. That was weird.
Hey, wake up.
Whoa. Still smiling. Has anyone checked for a pulse? Are these people alive?
There's somebody here.
It seems to be coming from over there.
Let's go. But no one's moving. It's funny when people are being still. I always look at their eyes and see when they blink.
Look.
Inauguration ceremony. Welcome Mayor Finch. So where's Mayor Finch? This one I am very uncertain of. We like Finch, our new mayor. There's Finch. Bet you somebody's gonna move in the crowd at some point. He's doing a pretty good job standing still.
Well, I suppose it could be some sort of illusion.
Hell,
To see and hear what we hope to find. The sights and sounds of home.
what makes you think that?
No, that's all wrong.
Oh, there you go, I agree.
Or it could be that time itself is suspended here, speeded up for us or slowed down for them.
They might actually be moving.
It's possible.
At a very slow rate.
You don't see the movements of a clock's hands, nevertheless they do move.
Oh, I saw that woman. She blinked in the background.
This clock has no hands.
Time doesn't move.
There's something real. Has got to be here.
What is the reason?
Separate.
Well, it's better than huddling together like frightened children.
The Royal Crest. Well, I mean, aliens speak English, at least, if these are aliens.
Hello? Anybody there?
What are the odds somebody would be like, yes? Champagne. Romantic dinner with some beautiful music. And the glasses are moving, they can't stand still. Uh-oh. Pretty simple episode in terms of story. Just the majority of the time, it's just these guys walking around like going, what the hell is going on? That's like at least half the episode right there. And I'm still left wondering, what the hell is going on? Beauty pageant. Nothing.
I don't blame the judges. You're the prettiest of them all. But tell me something, Your Majesty. What's wrong with everybody in this crazy place?
Man, he's snapping.
Can't you move? Answer me!
Somebody move. Oh, I knew somebody was going to move at some point. He's just like, is he the only person here that moves? Pretty weird costumes.
You mean you like it here?
I would if it were real.
Not moving.
Like it or not, this is home from now on.
So, like, is it just this town? Or if they travel hours another direction, and is it every place they come to? They probably don't go in that much depth of this story.
If you want it, it's yours.
Yes, that's true, isn't it?
Have any house you want. Time is still, then does the food never go bad? It just be set for life, basically.
You don't mind if we have a little look around, do you, sir?
Not at all.
You speak?
My name's Wickwire. Jeremy Wickwire.
Okay.
Oh, come, gentlemen, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Well, we're skeptical.
You mean... Do come inside. Come on,
Okay.
won't you? Come
Got
on.
nothing
come
better to
inside.
do.
There's nothing to be afraid of, I assure you.
You saying it and meaning it are two different things. Very beautiful.
For a Mr. Jenkinson. But at the last moment, he decided that the one thing he wanted to be was a knight in armor.
Okay.
We have many sections. The Roman, the Egyptian, the Wild Western.
All stuff from Earth.
It represents a period in American culture and before peace on Earth became impossible.
That's a grim outlook on the future.
We're from Earth.
Oh, no way.
Our fuel is gone. We've got to stay here.
Did they ever have that atomic war?
Yes, in 1985.
What?
Most of the Earth's surface was destroyed.
Born that year. I remember that.
Now, you've got to explain some things to us before we go out of our minds.
Okay.
Let me fix you a little lunch first, then we'll talk.
Wait a second.
What's for lunch?
Why, you're in a cemetery.
What?
Didn't you know?
We're dead.
Make yourselves comfortable. I'll be back in a few moments.
Can you explain yourself?
Coffee will be served in a few minutes, gentlemen.
Yes, I would want a drink.
May I propose a toast?
To what? Good health, or are we dead? And that's just useless.
To everlasting, eternal peace.
Are we dead? You keep dropping these subtle hints. Wish this guy is very suspicious.
Well, sit down, my boy, sit down.
Okay, should get to it by now. I mean, come on. I thought we were having lunch.
You must give me some information.
If-
If you were granted your dearest wish, what would your wish be?
Home?
I'd like to be on the ship headed for home.
I would just say home.
I'll go along with that.
Just one thing more. When you left Earth, what was the date?
2185.
Oh.
Now I understand.
How?
We don't.
Yeah.
What's Happy Glades?
The world's greatest mortuary. That's what it used to be. Hit upon this scheme as a service to those who could afford it.
Still very unsure what's going on.
If the deceased always wanted to be elected mayor, he would achieve his ambition here.
So,
You mean those people are all dead?
In other words, this is the place where your dreams come true.
in death, they stuff you and put
expect
you in
us to
like a
believe that
diorama.
explanation? But a cemetery out in space, millions of miles from Earth.
It's a little weird.
Why?
That's a good question.
You couldn't have that on Earth.
Why not?
Could you?
Oh, when you're dead, you're dead.
He has a point.
Well, how do you figure in all of this?
Why, I'm the caretaker. I'm not actually human. I shall go back to sleep again until I'm needed. I'm merely a scientific device. I go on and off again, like a machine.
That's interesting.
I think I must have been off for about 200 years.
Shit,
We're staying here.
Yes, I know.
that sucks. Did he poison the drink?
I told you not to trust him. I told you!
Oh, they're all gonna die.
And I'm sorry. Truly I am.
The antidote.
There is none. No.
But it won't be painful.
But why? Why us?
See the hope just drain from him.
Because you are here, and you are men. There can be no peace.
Man. So he's a robot that doesn't believe human beings would, So they end up being a part of this world, this cemetery.
Kirby, Weber, and Myers
Such a grim show.
to be aboard their ship headed for home. And fate saw to it that they got their wish.
Yeah,
With just one reservation.
they were dead.
The wish came true, but only in the Twilight Zone.
Well, that was it. That was episode 20, Elegy. Loved the episode. Very enjoyable episode. These three astronauts arriving on this planet. They call it an asteroid, whatever. But it's just kind of strange how it all started with them walking through this town and the townspeople just basically being stuck. And you think that maybe they're moving at a different rate of speed, like they mentioned in the episode. Maybe they're all just kind of stuck and frozen in time because of the clock hands not being actually relevant, because every time they looked at the clock, there were no hands on it. And it's kind of funny that it had nothing to do with it. It was actually a cemetery where time didn't matter because everyone's dead. So it was kind of morbid. And the fact that it ended on such a low note for the astronauts, getting their wish to actually be on the ship to go home, but they didn't realize that the wish actually entailed them being stuffed and stuck in those positions for all of an eternity, really. And kind of sad. And a lot of Twilight Zone episodes have not happy endings. There have been a scattering of them throughout the first season, but for the most part, the endings have been kind of like, downers. And that's okay. That's good. I actually like that. And this is one of those downer episodes where it ended. You're just like, oh, it sucks for the astronauts, but great story nonetheless. But let's dive into some trivia and see what it took to get this episode off the ground. Douglas Hayes replaced the original short story's motionless car race with a beauty pageant, displeasing story writer Charles Beaumont, although the pageant is considered the most memorable part of the episode. Was it? The background noises heard aboard the ship in the first scene were later reused in Star Trek. They were previously heard in the final episode of Third from the Sun, 1960. The title Elegy refers to a song or poem expressing sorrow for one who has died. The flashing dials in the spaceship seen right after landing are the same ones used in Forbidden Planet 1956. The spacesuits worn by the astronauts are the same ones worn by the crew of Destination Moon 1950. The house front that the astronauts walk into with Mr. Wickwire is the famous Mimi in St. Louis 1944, set on MGM's backlot number 3. The whole street and occasionally this very house would be used many times for the 30 years that it stood. Rod Serling would return here in another episode, Walking Distance 1959. This episode also uses the Waterloo Bridge set on backlot number 2. The bridge can be spotted many times over the years, being used for parts of everything from city parks to medieval castles. The town hall set is the same set used in the 16mm shrine as Barbara Trenton's house, as well as Long Live Walter Jameson as a college hallway. It was also used as part of an army hospital in The Purple Testament, 1960. Wow, we've actually watched 2 of the 3 of those, and it's crazy that they use the same locations, and I wouldn't have even noticed it. Captain James Webber, Professor Kurt Myers, and Peter Kirby left Earth in September 2185. This Canadian industrial bank Skinny Puppy used samples from this episode in their songs 200 Years, Dig It, and Chainsaw. Kind of random. Jeff Morrow would later play H.G. Orson in A Day in Baymont, The Last Defender of Camelot, 1986. Cecil Kellaway, who plays Wickwire, the caretaker, says the mortuary began in 1973. Coincidentally, the actor Cecil Kellaway passed away in 1973. This episode takes place on the cemetery asteroid Happy Glades in 2186. Well, that's it. Episode 20 is in the bag. Let me know, comment below what you thought of episode 20. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to follow along on our journey to episode 156. Until next time, see you later.